3. Number 3. Hi, everybody. Woo! Burbank! Woo! I love Burbank. It's so fancy. You know? I admit I can be a little easy to impress because I live in a trailer park in Van Nuys. All right? If anybody in here mattered, I would say I live in a vintage tiny house north of Lake Balboa. That's highly different. What you should know is that it's a trailer, and it's a trailer park, and everything that your parents told you about the people who live in trailer parks is correct. Weirdos. Not as many registered sex offenders as you would guess, but there's weird. My next door neighbor, in fact, carries around a real living possum and a baby Bjorn all day. It's a fact. And I feel comfortable. I like this sort of nomadic thing. I've always kind of dug that environment. Before the trailer park, I lived on a houseboat on the Mississippi River. That's where I got all these tattoos and the HPV. Do you know what HPV is? Yeah. It's a lady virus. That apparently can give Michael Douglas throat cancer. So like we needed another reason to be like, But STDs, guys, STDs happen. They are, in fact, a part of life. Part of getting older. We're all getting older. I'm getting older. And it's not that bad. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that bad yet. I'm late 30s. Not that bad yet. But it's not great. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen better. That's a fact. And that, like, I have these moles. You're in the front, it's a tiny room. You can see them in the back. Got moles, new one all the time. This chicken, like, it's starting where when I look to the right really fast, like, the line is starting to stretch out. You know what I mean? I got a vein. Here. You can probably raise your hand if you can see the blue vein. Right? Oh, my God. So, that's a problem. This under my arm. Watch that. That happens. Can't stop that. I got the back of my hands are starting to kind of crypt keepery. There's like a little bit like, you know. But I don't mind that. It's not vanity for me. I don't mind getting older. What I mind is dying. Because that's what's happening. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff, that's what it means. And it makes me nuts. Especially here in LA when I'm like women I know are like, Dawn, oh my God, can you see these wrinkles? Can you? And I'm like, oh. You know, I don't know. I can see minute exterior evidence of your daily march towards inevitable death. That's what you mean, I can see that. And it's like I live in a horror film, you know what I mean? I'm like in the white farmhouse, you know, and the undead, they're up, they're coming, and when they get there, they're gonna eat our brains, and I'm just in a house full of Britneys, you know? And I'm like, you guys! And they're like, no, we totally hear them, they're totally coming. They are totally coming. I think we should just scotch tape these curtains closed and have an enema. Get to bed early, and I'm like, ah! You know, get to the roof, get it going. But I like to think I can navigate the world of STDs and zombie apocalypse. Oh well, because I was born and raised in rural Wisconsin, middle of nowhere. And yeah, right? And I don't say middle, was it Wisconsin or middle of nowhere? That made you woo. Yeah, okay, good. Because I know we got a little Midwest stuff going on, Iowa, Missouri here, and when I say middle of nowhere, I know that there's a lot of people who are like, no, I'm from the middle of nowhere. Okay, beat this. I was born and raised on the end of a dead-end road that led to 85 acres of unfarmable land in an unincorporated town so small it didn't get a name, it got a district number like the Hunger Games. District 2. You care. You don't care, and that's okay. So here I am in LA, crazy, right? A lot different than where I'm from. And I like LA. You got it all. How many of you are native LAians? Awesome, they exist. You guys got it all. You got it all, and you know you got it all. You got the beaches, and you got the mountains, and you got the weather, and Hollywood. You got everything. And we just come from all over to live here. But the trouble is, when we come here, we like to bring some of our home state stuff, you know, and be like, we got stuff. So we have stuff. You know, like my friends from Colorado were like, best skiing in the world. We had legal weed for years. And others like, okay, good for you. And then in New York, right, is like, we love it, but those public transportation, like, okay, you know what I mean? Like New York, that's your thing. And I'm from Wisconsin, so our thing is cheese curds. Oh, you guys, this is why this hurts. I love this joke so much because that's never not happened. And here's the trouble. I thought it was cheese too. You know, I was here for 1 week. And I'm driving traffic, and this twat on the radio goes, "Hey, California, guess what? You're the dairy state." And I was like, wow. And I go home and I Google it. And guys, it's not just that California produces more cheese than Wisconsin. It has quietly been producing more cheese than Wisconsin for years. Do you know what this means? We have been wearing those fucking hats! We have been wearing those fucking hats! People are dying. Do you know how many people in my state die every year of diabetes? Just holding on to a torch was never even ours. But it's okay because I kept Googling, and it turns out we do have the market cornered on something. It's serial killers. I know, they're all from Wisconsin. That's an obvious overstatement. They're not all from Wisconsin, okay? Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Walter Ellis are from Wisconsin. The rest just did their killing there. You know, buried a toe, ate a guy, just laid over, you know, but they all have a toe over there, you know. And that's a bummer. But other than the serial killers, there is one other thing that I like to think my good people of Wisconsin have provided to y'all, right, wherever you may be from, and that is a long tradition of throwing our panties at things that we like. It's cool, right? I like it. I think it's a good tradition. I think it's a great way for a Caucasian woman to tell a rock band just how she feels. You know what I mean? It's a thin line. The trouble is that the idea of throwing your panties and the reality of throwing your panties are often two, wow, very different things, right? Because you got a lot of stuff going on. Let's just say, for example, you are out Thursday night casino. This Guns N' Roses cover band is just infinitely better than you expected. And you gotta throw your panties at them. And son of a bitch, you're wearing jeans, right? That's an issue. Or no, you're like, no, Don, I don't see cover bands in jeans. Wearing them. Bam, you boom, you got your panties. Good for you. Now you got your second problem. No matter how much passion you've got coming from the hood, those panties go right there every time. Because that is the physics of panties. So don't panic. I worked it out. Long study. You wear your wearing panties. You pack your throwing panties. You understand? Then you got a bunch of things worked out. A, you don't have to reserve your panty throwing to just a rock band. You're so ready. Do you know what I mean? You got your dentist. You could be like, this isn't amazing. I mean, I've never felt you hold on, you know? Or your Uber driver. You've got options now. In fact, you know what? You guys have been amazing. You've been amazing. I don't mess around. All right, now as you can see, these have a lot of heft. Do you understand? This is a great throwing panty. Second, they're white. Because you have to consider your target. Lights are coming at you. You got to be able to get them. Move, you two step aside. I'm looking at you with the hat. Are you ready? Because you've been doing a great job. And I'm from Wisconsin. Should have used the elastic. I'm Don Brodey, ladies